entire array. So our next topic for this training is Laspec, Soundness, or the PFAs, its regulations and participation to ensure PFA diligence. Sorry, please. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my slide. Mr. Kiki, please, I need your attention.
Kiki.
So, what is the essence of this session? We are going to be looking at the legal framework for Laspec. When we say Laspec pension in Lagos State, we are not just working on our own. We are working because the law actually established us. So to start with, we'll be starting with the establishment of Laspec according to our laws. The law we'll be working with is the Lagos State Pension Commission, the Lagos State Pension Law 2007. And from that, we had a lot of amendments and further amendments. So we'll be working together with those provisions of the law. The first provision that established Laspec is in section 1, subsection 1. My slides are not up yet. Section 1, subsection 1 of the Lagos State Pension Law 2007 creates the establishment of a contributory pension scheme for all employees in the public service of the state, including all state parastatals, which most of us are from. So it gives Laspec the power to be able to conduct anything called pension within the state for the benefit of all employees in the public service. So it gives us the power to sue and be sued. You can sue us in our name. So that's why pension matter is very important. We need to know as pension desk officers, as admin officers in charge of pension, we need to be up and doing what we are doing, so as not to make the Lagos State government liable in any form as a result of doing or not doing what we ought to do. The Lagos State Pension Law established a contributory pension scheme in the public service of Lagos State for all employees in the local government council, the tertiary institutions, and all parastatals established in Lagos State, and is also in section 1, subsection 2 of the law. What is the objective of the scheme? The objective of the scheme is stated in section 2, subsection B of the Lagos State Pension Law, is to ensure that all persons who leave or retire from the public service of Lagos State receive their terminal or retirement benefit as an at-when gain. The section 23 of the state law also states the principal objectives of Laspec. Why do we establish Laspec? To regulate, to supervise, and to ensure the effective administration of pension matters in the public service of Lagos State in accordance with the provisions of the Pension Reform Act 2004. We must know that everything we do in Lagos State is a byproduct of the pension commission, Federal Pension Commission. There's PENCOM. So we are directly under PENCOM. So anything we do must be in line with the guidelines of PENCOM. That is why that objective is stating that. What is the mission statement of Laspec as a body? We are established to provide exceptional service on pension matters to all employees in the public service of Lagos State by deploying world-class technology and utilizing well-motivated workers to ensure financial freedom for Lagos State retirees. So to achieve this, how do we go about achieving all this, our objectives, our aims, the reason why we are created? How do we go about it? This is what this talk is all about. What are the practical ways, what are the practical things we do in our places of work to ensure that our objectives our aim as to be the world-class pension and to deliver a world-class pension in Nigeria. How do we get that? The first thing is that Laspec goes to create what we call SLA, Service Level Agreements, with all existing PFAs and annuity service providers in Lagos State. We know that there are so many pension companies around, but not all of them fall under Lagos State. If any pension company wants to work with Lagos State, they usually apply. After application, we scrutinize. Before we select them to work. Even after the selection process, we work with them using our service level agreements, apart from the provision of the law that exists. The service level agreement is the main mechanism we use to keep them abreast of what they are supposed to do. You know, pension, a lot of money is involved in pension. Everybody has been working for 35 years and they are saving every kobo under a company. It is important for us to ensure that that money is not just staying there, it's not just lying there, and it's not just used for whatever they like. We need to follow it up to ensure that the money is achieving what the law is supposed to make it achieve. So it's not about just packing the money and taking it to ARM, IBTC, and for instance, and just leaving the money there. There are mechanisms we need to take as a body to ensure that the money is not underused, utilized, or just diverted to something else entirely. So that is the purpose of this service level agreement. So what is contained in the service level agreement is like we do it in every 3 months, the stakeholders meeting. All the bodies involved in pension in Lagos State are actually present, from STO, from the Ministry of Finance, from the old scheme in local government, Lagos State, CSPO, everybody is present. All the PFAs are present, all the annuity service providers too are present. And what do they do in the meeting? They always discuss the issues within the 3 months that the meeting holds, what issues came up. For instance, IBTC was reported by the parastatal. We get to discuss with them what have been done on that. If they are not able to give good reports about themselves, we'll have to get them sanctioned. That's the purpose of the sanctioning. Then also in the meeting, if they give quarterly reports, they give fund reports on their performance reports on their funds that are with them. Then on demand, we collect their annual financial reports. The financial reports for the period, for the quarterly period, they are usually stated there. Then their returns for the period, they give an account of how many people were registered with them, how many people retired, how many people died, how many payments were made. All these things are things that we do in the meeting. So it's always a very tedious meeting. The last one was actually held in this venue, and it keeps them on track that they are in for serious business. Lagos State money is not like any other state's money. We are on top of the fact that they are depositing money with them every month, and we want to see the outcome reasons why they are yet to do that. Then also another way of scrutinizing them to ensure due diligence is the submission of their financial reports or books. Some are done annually, some are done quarterly, some are done monthly, and just to ensure that we are on the same page on the financial aspect of pension. So if to us we are thinking you are earning, for instance, 500,000 naira as profit, it must also show on their part. And if we are in doubt of any information about the financial record, we write them to tender we want to see the hard copy. And if they give the wrong information, they are also subject to punishment in form of it. Most punishment for now we have been using fines. We have not been able to take them to court yet, but in case we are not also ready to cooperate with us, we also have taken ourselves to for litigation. We also want to be penalties. Then the last one is the official visit to all the PFAs by the Laspec staff. This is usually done by the inspectorate department. And when they go there to confirm whatever they have submitted with us. For instance, if they submit their returns on investment, when the inspectorate goes there, they go and cross-check to ensure that what they tell us is not just speaking English. We are actually seeing that it is done, and there is nothing that is wrong anywhere, because it's people's money. We understand the fact that this money, it can't just be lying there. We need to be on our toes to ensure that by the time they retire, the people that contributed now retired, it will be useful for them. And that's what the essence of the whole exercise. So what are the penalties for any breach by the PFAs? The service level agreements have been able to bring out, we brought out some. I didn't bring the couple of